The wheels touched down. I had finally arrived in Beijing. Stepping off the plane, I was greeted by the bustling energy of Beijing Capital International Airport. The air buzzed with a symphony of languages. Travelers from all corners of the globe converged in this dynamic hub. I took a deep breath, eager to embark on my 2-day adventure in this captivating city. The airport, a testament to China's modern infrastructure, was vast and impressive. Gleaming walkways and towering ceilings spoke of progress and ambition. Signs in both Mandarin and English provided a sense of familiarity amidst the unfamiliarity. I navigated through the crowds, my senses alive with the sights and sounds of this vibrant gateway to China. I collected my luggage, eager to exchange the sterile confines of the airport for the vibrant tapestry of Beijing waiting just beyond. With a mixture of anticipation and exhilaration, I stepped out into the warm embrace of the Beijing afternoon. My Beijing adventure was about to begin. The drive from the airport to the hotel was a feast for the eyes. Beijing's skyline unfolded before me, a captivating blend of ancient and modern. Towering skyscrapers pierced the heavens, while in the distance, the silhouette of ancient pagodas hinted at the city's rich past. Our route took us past sprawling parks and bustling shopping districts. I marveled at the intricate architecture of traditional Chinese buildings, their curved roofs adorned with colorful dragons and mythical creatures. The streets were a whirlwind of activity, a symphony of honking taxis, ringing bicycle bells, and the animated chatter of pedestrians. Finally, we arrived at our hotel, a tranquil oasis nestled in the heart of the city. The hotel's elegant lobby offered a respite from the bustling streets outside. I took a moment to gather myself, feeling a surge of excitement for the adventures that lay ahead. No trip to Beijing is complete without indulging in the city's culinary crown jewel, Peking Duck. For this quintessential dining experience, we headed to a renowned local restaurant, its reputation preceding it. The aroma of roasting duck, a tantalizing blend of savory and sweet, wafted through the air as we entered, whetting our appetites for the feast to come. The duck arrived, glistening and golden brown, its skin stretched taut over succulent meat. Our waiter, a master of his craft, expertly carved the duck tableside, his knife gliding effortlessly through the crispy skin. He presented us with thin slices of duck, each piece a perfect balance of tender meat and crackling skin. We wrapped the duck in thin pancakes, adding spring onions, cucumber, and a dollop of sweet bean sauce. Each mouthful was an explosion of flavor and texture, a testament to the culinary artistry of Beijing. As we finished our meal, sated and content, I marveled at the simple perfection of this iconic dish. Peking duck was more than just a meal. It was an experience, a celebration of flavor and tradition. Today was dedicated to exploring the heart of China's imperial past, Tiananmen Square and the Forbidden City. We started at Tiananmen Square, the largest public square in the world, its vastness breathtaking. Standing in this historical epicenter, I couldn't help but feel a sense of awe and solemnity. The square had witnessed some of China's most pivotal moments, its pavement echoing with the footsteps of emperors and revolutionaries alike. Across the square stood the imposing entrance to the Forbidden City, once the epicenter of Imperial China. As I passed through the Gate of Heavenly Peace, it was like stepping back in time. The Forbidden City, a sprawling complex of palaces, courtyards and gardens, was a testament to the grandeur and power of the Ming and Qing dynasties. We spent hours wandering through the labyrinthine corridors of the Forbidden City, each turn revealing a new architectural marvel. The sheer scale and opulence of the palace complex were overwhelming, a testament to the power and wealth of the emperors who once ruled from this very spot. The Forbidden City was more than just a tourist attraction. It was a living museum, a testament to China's rich and complex past. As dusk settled over the city, we ventured into the heart of Beijing's culinary scene. Wangfujing Snack Street. This bustling pedestrian street was a feast for the senses, its air thick with the aromas of 1,000 different dishes. Street vendors lined the narrow lane, their stalls piled high with an eclectic array of culinary delights. The sheer variety of food on offer was staggering. Skewers of grilled meat sizzled over open flames, their smoky aroma filling the air. Steaming baskets revealed delicate dumplings filled with savory meats and vegetables. We spent hours sampling our way through the street, each bite a new adventure. I tried savory pancakes filled with Peking Duck, spicy Sichuan noodles that set my mouth on fire, and sweet and sticky candied fruit. The energy of the street was infectious, a vibrant mix of locals and tourists alike, all drawn together by the love of good food. As we left Wangfujing Street, our bellies full and our senses sated, I couldn't help but smile. Day 2 began with a visit to Jingshan Park, a tranquil oasis in the heart of the city. As the morning mist lifted, we entered the park, leaving behind the noise and chaos of the city. The air was fresh and clean, filled with the scent of pine and blooming flowers. Jingshan Park, built on a hill overlooking the Forbidden City, offered a unique perspective on the city. We climbed to the top of the hill, the path winding its way through lush greenery and past tranquil ponds. Along the way, we encountered groups of locals practicing Tai Chi, their movements slow and graceful. From the summit, the view was breathtaking. The Forbidden City, bathed in the golden light of the morning sun, sprawled out before us, its golden roofs gleaming. Jingshan Park was a welcome escape from the hustle and bustle of the city, a place to reconnect with nature and find a moment of peace. Our next destination was the Temple of Heaven, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of Beijing's most iconic landmarks. The Temple of Heaven, a masterpiece of Ming Dynasty architecture, was built for the emperors of China to perform annual ceremonies of heaven worship. As we entered the temple complex, I was struck by its grandeur and serenity. The temple's circular design, a symbol of heaven, was a marvel of architectural ingenuity. The main buildings, painted in vibrant shades of blue, green and red, stood in stark contrast to the white marble terraces and the azure sky above. The Hall of Prayer for Good Harvests, the temple's most iconic structure, soared above us, its triple-gabled roof covered in blue glazed tiles. The Temple of Heaven was more than just a religious site, it was a place of peace and contemplation. Lunch was a communal affair at Dongleishun Hot Pot, a Beijing institution renowned for its traditional Mongolian hot pot. We were seated at a table equipped with a simmering pot of broth, its rich aroma filling the air. Around the pot, an array of raw ingredients awaited our selection, from thinly sliced meats and fresh seafood to leafy greens, mushrooms, and an assortment of noodles. The hot pot experience was all about interactive dining. We selected our ingredients, dipping them into the boiling broth to cook. The broth, flavorful and aromatic, imbued the food with its savory depth. The hot pot, a symphony of flavors and textures, was a true culinary adventure. No trip to Beijing is complete without experiencing the city's legendary shopping scene, and for that, there's no better place than Silk Street Market. This multi-level market was a shopper's paradise, its stalls overflowing with everything from clothing and accessories to electronics, souvenirs, and traditional Chinese handicrafts. The market was a whirlwind of colors, sounds, and smells. Vendors hawked their wares with enthusiasm, their calls of ni hao and welcome echoing through the crowded aisles. I couldn't resist picking up a few souvenirs, a silk scarf, a set of chopsticks, and a beautifully crafted tea set. Silk Street Market was more than just a shopping destination. It was an experience, a glimpse into the heart of Beijing's commercial spirit. As the day drew to a close, we made our way to the Summer Palace, a sprawling imperial garden and UNESCO World Heritage Site located on the outskirts of Beijing. The Summer Palace, once a retreat for emperors and their families, was a masterpiece of landscape design. Its lakes, gardens, and pavilions designed to inspire awe and tranquility. We strolled along the shores of Kunming Lake, its calm waters reflecting the golden hues of the setting sun. The Marble Boat, a whimsical structure that once served as a lakeside pavilion, shimmered in the fading light. We crossed the 17-arch bridge, its graceful arches mirrored in the water below. The Summer Palace, with its harmonious blend of nature and architecture, was the perfect place to bid farewell to this remarkable city. My 2-day adventure in Beijing had come to an end. As I boarded the plane, a wave of nostalgia washed over me. Beijing had exceeded all my expectations. It was a city of contrasts, where ancient history collided with modern progress, where bustling streets gave way to tranquil parks, and where spicy street food existed in perfect harmony with delicate imperial cuisine. What struck me most about Beijing was the warmth and hospitality of its people. Even though I barely scratched the surface of this multifaceted city, I left feeling like I had experienced a lifetime's worth of adventure. Beijing, you were an unforgettable adventure. Until next time.